Greetings, friend, and happy New Year 2022 to you and your loved ones. How's your New Year's been so far? The first day, or perhaps even the first morning of your New Year? Please share them in the comment below, and perhaps even share also what is your intentions for this year 2022, since we know that your intentions will create your outcome. Where you put your intentions, your attentions goes, and your outcome follow your attentions and intentions. So what is your intentions for this year? Please share them in the comment below if you'd like to. And I invite you, if you like to join me as you navigate this year, as you navigate 2022, to perhaps just endeavor to navigate each day where you move in a way that you have an open mind, open eyes, open ears, open heart, open arms, and open hand to allow perhaps ideas that was unfamiliar to you, perhaps way of doing things that's new to you, to just perhaps allow a corner of your mind. Perhaps it's differences that you have in the past, that ideas or certain thing that was not to your liking. What if this year you allow just a little openness in your mind, that such that you will be able to perhaps see things in a different way. Perhaps it is what's not to your liking is a situations, an adversity, and if you open your mind further, what is it that you might perceive differently? And as you look at thing with an open eyes, what is it that you might be able to see, in a midst of things that seemingly apparent to you? Perhaps you have an adversity, and we're not being Pollyanna, but we might be able to, as we look with an open eyes, see perhaps there is an opportunity. As you see differences, as you see conflicts, what is it that you might see in similarity? Perhaps that we are all human, and as you navigate your day and you hear things, what is it that you might be able to hear with compassion, to see and to notice with compassion instead of judgment, and to hear with compassion for yourself, actually, as well as for others, as you navigate your day and you notice you doing certain thing that might not be as perfect as you would love them to be. Perhaps you caught yourself saying certain thing that might not be as perfect as you would love them to be. Perhaps you just allow a little bit an openness in your heart, an openness in your heart to allow love to flow into whatever it is that is not to your preference. As you hear things with open ears, up with compassion, and less judgments, with patience, and to see things and to hear things on where there might be an opportunity to create what it is that you would love, an opportunity to be able to relate and to be more inclusive instead of emphasizing on differences, and to allow more love in your life, to allow more love in your life flow into your life, as well as flow from your heart. And that's when we lead to an open hand. An open hand, perhaps you would love to join me to navigate day to days with open hands, where you are ready to lend a hand to somebody who can benefit from being supported, being helped, where you're ready to empower and lift others, as well as having an open hand of your own, where you welcome and allow support as well. Because living this life, humans are meant to be socials and to support each other, and living this life we create even easier and even better when we come together as a community instead of trying to climb the mountain of life all on our own. When we allow ourselves to have open arms, open embracing arms to each other, holding each other hand, even if it's not physically, hold each other hand as we go toward the top together and embrace each other in a wonderful, beautiful community of sisterhood and brotherhood. Being all of us being human, of all of us being one, all of us as a global community, you and I and your loved one, as well as people that perhaps new to you. And so, what is it that you might be able to do right where you are with what you already have to be able to embrace each other even more, and also to remember to have open arm. I invite you for yourself as well, for yourself to allow your arm to embrace you for yourself. Perhaps you might face some challenges, perhaps you've been having some tough times, or just perhaps certain things in your life you don't particularly care about, to allow yourself to embrace yourself and tell yourself and says it's gonna be okay. Yes, it is going to be okay, particularly as you allow support from each other. And then when things are going well, to also allow yourself to have a big open arm and hug yourself and say, doing awesome, you're doing a very awesome, great job, and give yourself a pat on the back. I invite you to celebrate each other, to embrace and celebrate each other this year, 2022. Why? Because we know at the end of the day, despite all our differences, despite everybody has different ideas and all these things, at the end of the day, we're all human. And at the end of the day, in general, we all endeavor for the same thing. We all endeavor to have a wonderful, wonderful life, to have peace of mind, to have joy, to have abundance. So I invite you to join me this year to create to create relationship, to create beautiful network of you and your community, of you and your loved one to start with, of you and your immediate community, and then go beyond that, and perhaps even a global network, a connections, a networking, a network of love, of sisterhood and brotherhood, as you and I, all of us embrace navigating our day to day as we face challenges, because that is life. Sometimes we have challenge, as we face differences, because that is life. Sometimes we have differences, that we actually keep a very open mind and allow our eyes to be very open, seeing opportunities in the midst of challenge, and a very open ear, hearing where there is love and opportunity in the midst of things that perhaps sounds like bad news, and to have very open heart and open hands and open arms, where we can embrace each other, where we create a beautiful global community. I invite you to join me if you'd like to, and please share in the comment below how you might be able to apply this in your life. As since we know, as the more each and every one of us apply this, the more you apply this, you will create an even more beautiful, thriving life, as we lend each other hands and arms to climb our mountain of life, and creating a beautiful network of sisterhood, brotherhood, a beautiful network such as the one that we create with the G100 Global Networking All Ladies Leagues. I am me being the chairpersons of the United States chapter, join us, join me to create a beautiful network of sisterhood and brotherhood. And when we do that, we know that you will create a wonderful, beautiful, thriving life, a beautiful, thriving life full of joyful, full spectrum riches, such as the one that I help you create in my work with Joyful Riches Beyond Grief, as well as the International Childhood Cancer Charity. So please share in the comment below, how is it that what is it, the intentions that you have in this year? And perhaps after you hear this, is there something else that comes up with you? Is what is an intentions that you have? And perhaps how could you create even more an embracing community, a togetherness, an inclusiveness for this year 2022, for you and your loved one and your community and beyond. And this is Birgit with Joyful Riches Beyond Grief and International Childhood Cancer Charity, as well as I am the United States chairperson for the G100 Global Networking All Ladies League United States chapter. I'm here. I look forward to celebrate you, to see you again through the year as we together create a thriving global community, one day at a time, and a beautiful, thriving life for all of us as a whole. And I love you very, very much, and I look forward to see you again